Let's talk about deflecting daily distractions. We all get caught by it, myself included. Seeking a true spiritual pathway means letting go, deflecting those everyday distractions that stop us focusing on our heart-centered inward journey. No matter what our intentions may be, we simply cannot control every single thing that happens. However, all too often, and I include myself here, we allow situations and distractions from outside of our control to affect us as if we can somehow alter the outcome. We tend to overthink our desires for something we imagine is better. For example, we quickly become anxious about loss and tragedy we see far away from our actual life. But please do understand there is a big difference between empathy and being dragged into worrying about, say, the earthquake toll somewhere else on the planet. We can donate, we can pray, we can open our hearts, we can do many things, but our worrying is not going to change that earthquake toll. We create a cycle of anxiety, even when we are safe from harm. We see the same problems everywhere. Antidepressant medication is rife with so many people stressed out. They are simply not enjoying and drinking deeply of the fruits of this magnificent life. No matter what has happened, people think that their life has turned sour. They can't find the peace, they can't find the calm, they can't find the love in their hearts. And they often make themselves and others miserable. Long-term stress, my friends, leads to mental weakness and instability. And this can create serious health problems going forward into the future. So it's important that we start to understand the triggers and draw back into our hearts. Naturally, some things do happen. It is totally impossible to not be concerned. However, if you're affected by a natural disaster on the other side of the world, then your inner calm will be disturbed. But you can stop this. It doesn't matter how stress enters your life. If external activities disturb you frequently, you will overload your nervous system. Stressful situations often arise in places that don't even exist in our physical world. They arrive from the digital world. And this adds tension, it adds pressure, and we become distracted and we are pulled in so many different directions by Dr. Google, by I have to know the answer to everything, right down to the simplicity of, is it cold outside? Well, have a look. You don't always have to check the phone for the temperature. We find ourselves reacting and posting things on social media that we may not even usually think and say. People have become so critical, they've become angry. But however, we know that here on our sacred pathway, we are inwardly seeking. The spiritual practice happens from within you. Attend to it. It happens silently. Listen for the silence. Many people do not understand this. It is from the silence that we emerge. But here are some tips for you to remain centered. For a start, turn off the notifications from all your social media, everything. Stop this thing from binging at you constantly. It's a lifesaver. Try sipping some calming tea like wild basil with pomegranate. It's delicious. Focus on living this moment, not the past, not the future, simply this one, my friends. And spend some time focusing on some slow, deep breaths. Put a timer on even for 3 minutes. You'll find it hard to start with, but you'll get used to it. Limit or stop the behaviors that are fueling your anxiety, like Dr. Google, for example. And try some frankincense oil. A dot of it on your temples is a great way for easing feelings of stress and anxiety. I hope you have enjoyed this little ditty from me to you.